Hi, I'm George Lang.
And I'm Heather Warlick.
And this is Weekend Look, your guide to entertainment news in Oklahoma City and the world. The Dark Knight was expected to be huge, but its box office tally exceeded colossal, breaking all records and coming in at $158 million for its opening weekend. But it didn't stop there. The Dark Knight went on to add another $24 million on Monday, when both of us were hard at work and not going to the movies, setting a 4-day record of $182 million. The film is still going strong at theaters and seems to be on track to become the biggest box office hit of the summer, maybe the year, and possibly exceeding the gross national product of many developing countries. And Heather, the box office seems to be withstanding some trouble for the film's star Christian Bale, right?
Yes, George. Dark Knight star Christian Bale ducked questions about allegations he assaulted his mother and sister at a London hotel, pleading for privacy Thursday in what he said was a deeply personal matter. The Welsh-born heartthrob, who plays the caped crusader in the blockbuster Batman movie, told a news conference that he preferred to focus on the film's box office and critical success. The 34-year-old Bale spent 4 hours talking to British police Tuesday. He was released on bail but wasn't charged. And Bale said through his lawyers that the assault allegations were false.
In other disgruntled comic book movie star news, in a recent interview, Iron Man star Terrence Howard claimed that in 1988, when he was 19 years old, he was fired from an episode of The Cosby Show, and that the series star, Bill Cosby, effectively had him blacklisted from working in the movie business and television business for several years. Cosby denies almost ruining Howard's career. In a statement published on Internet Movie Database, Cosby said, quote, "There's no reason that I know of that I've ever felt strongly enough to call and say, if this guy calls, don't book him again." But you know, Heather, other than Rave and Simone, how many of these kids the kids on The Cosby Show do you actually see anymore? I mean, Lisa Bonet, where are you?
Possibly at Taco Bell. But don't look for 50 Cent there. The rapper is suing Taco Bell, claiming the fast food restaurant chain is using his name without permission in advertising that asks him to call himself 99 Cent. Now, 50 Cent won't be upping his asking price even with the cost of gas, but he is suing Taco Bell for allegedly using his name without permission in ads, asking him to change his name to 79 Cent, 89 Cent, or 99 Cent.
Great.
His real name is Curtis Jackson, but the rapper, better known as 50 Cent, is seeking $4 million in damages. And a Taco Bell spokesperson issued a statement saying they sent a letter offering a $10,000 donation for the charity of his choice in exchange for changing his name for one day to push the fast food chain's menu of items under $1. But 50 Cent, his lawyer, said that his client didn't learn about the offer or that he was featured in the ad campaign until he saw a news report about it. Now, this isn't the first time 50 Cent has sued over his name or image, and I bet it won't be the last. Last year, he filed a $1 million lawsuit when an internet ad company using his image without permission in a game called Shoot the Rapper, in which players pretend to shoot him.
Nice. Well, in less violent but bittersweet news, it's the end of an era. Ebert and Roper at the movies is no more. This week, Richard Roper announced that after not reaching an agreement for contract renewal, he is leaving the show after 8 years, and Roger Ebert, who has not been able to appear on the show since undergoing surgery in 2006, followed suit. Disney, which has produced the show since it left public television, promptly replaced both critics with two Bens. Ben Lyons of the E! Network and Ben Mankiewicz of Turner Classic Movies. So for now, the balcony is closed for good.
Especially if it's the Academy Awards and you bought your tickets on Craigslist. Apparently, several people have been accused of selling the tickets online, a practice explicitly prohibited. An LA Superior Court judge has ordered Craigslist to disclose the identity of the person who posted the ad in February offering the tickets for $2,500 each. David Quinto, an attorney working for the Academy, said that the organization is trying to maintain the security of the Oscars, which each year honors Hollywood's top performers and movie makers, adding that security is very difficult to maintain if the organization doesn't know who is inside the theater. According to court documents, if you attend the Oscars using someone else's ticket, the Academy considers you a trespasser at the ceremony.
Now, Heather, tomorrow I'm driving up the Turner Turnpike for 2 days in the sun at what is fast becoming one of the hottest music festivals in the country. What can you tell us about D-Fest?
Well, it looks like it's going to be a scorching hot weekend, George, for you, but that's not just the weather. This year's D-Fest brings some pretty big name headliners like the All-American Rejects, The Roots, Paramore, and Ghostland Observatory, along with many others, to the Blue Dome District at First in Elgin and First in Detroit in Tulsa. Gates open at 4 each day, and 2-day wristbands are only $30.
And I'm going to be filing video reports and stories from the festival, so you can check all that out at newsok.com.
And if cutting-edge rock isn't your thing for this weekend, you might enjoy Cross-Canadian Ragweed at Buffalo Run Casino Saturday. Or you could jump on your motorcycle and head out to Eufaula for Whole Hog Days, Thursday through Saturday. That event features carnival rides, parades, rodeos, poker runs, arts and crafts, and all kinds of other activities.
That's all we have for this week, and for more about movies, music, and everything else that's entertaining, check out the Weekend Look section of the Oklahoman, the A&E section of newsok.com, the latest issue of Look at OKC, and wimgo.com. For Weekend Look, I'm George Lang.
And I'm Heather Warlick.
See you next week.